Hello, hello, Crafty Crandall here, and today I want to go through kind of an exciting video. So this is kind of a throwback. It is currently October, and I am currently doing what I like to call Songtober. Songtober is where I depict 31 songs by 31 artists in 31 days. So I do this in the month of October because of the popularized challenge Inktober. And so for this challenge, at least in 2018, I did it all with water-based markers, which could be considered ink. And so I wanted to actually go through my old Songtober sketchbook so that you could kind of see where I'm coming from with this year's Songtober and, see the improvement once I'm done with the month. So this video is just going to be a sketchbook tour of that sketchbook. So, I have it here for you. It is Songtober 2018, so this was 2 years ago. In 2019, I did start Songtober, but I didn't have the discipline to finish it, so this is the only finished Songtober sketchbook that I have thus far. But this year, I am determined. I'm going to have another one for you, so I am very excited about that. And without further ado, let's get into the sketchbook tour, shall we? On the front cover, I have listed all of the songs that this sketchbook depicts. And then if I flip it over to the back cover, this lists all of the artists that produced those songs. And the day that I completed it, I marked it done because it was a lot more work than I was anticipating. And I'm, in the process of doing something similar right now, and I'm spending even more time on each piece. And it's a lot of work to do an art piece every day. But without any further ado, let's check it out, shall we? So this piece is not included in Songtober. I believe I might have even done this at the end, but as you can see, it is a flying penguin because penguins don't fly. So he's got his little bat wings on and a nice little Batman helmet, and it just says Happy Halloween because I'm a dork and I thought that was cute. The first piece that we have here is the depiction of I Want to Come Back Home by Blue October. So the quote I have here is just, oh, your baby is a monster. Could you love me? Could you love me? This is not my favorite song from Blue October, admittedly, but one of my favorites for sure. And so what I did is I depicted a monster character, and then over the top of it in white gel pen, I depicted a baby who is sleeping, who is presumably this monster. The second piece is For Coming Home by Alter Bridge. This is my favorite Alter Bridge song, and this actually depicts my dad's old home. So I really like the texture of these markers. I thought that they were really interesting to use. Never having really been a marker person, I realize now that these are like, pretty low quality markers or whatever, but for the purpose of the sketchbook, they did come out with some really cool textures, and I enjoyed layering them and kind of figuring out how to use them. The next illustration here is from Bent to Fly by / Myles Kennedy / The Conspirators. So this is a fantastic song. I've heard it performed live. Actually, I've also heard I Want to Come Back Home live by Blue October. So that'll be like a consistent theme throughout this sketchbook. I've heard quite a few of these songs performed live, as I do love going to concerts. But for this one, I just depicted a really simple eagle. I like how it came out. I really like how the ends of the wing fraying came out. And again, I tried to use like the texture of the marker to really depict the sky. The next song is one of my favorites. This is Traipse by Tremonti. I am absolutely obsessed with A Dying Machine. If you've seen my books to read in the fall video, you'll hear me talking about that. And actually, when I come out with this year's Songtober sketchbook, you will see the piece that I recently did for another song off of that album. So I have done so much artwork for this album. I absolutely love it, and Traipse is actually my favorite song from this album. The next song is Stationery by Anberlin, another band who I recently saw live. Although they didn't play this song, I absolutely love them. This is my favorite Anberlin song, perhaps with the exception of Cadence. Cadence is also a phenomenal song, but I really like this one, and I thought it was kind of clever. I like used a separate piece of paper to try to add some texture to the piece. So I really liked this one, although it is like obviously a really simple illustration. Like, not saying this artwork's amazing or anything, but I did like the creativity that exhibited here. The next spread, oh my gosh, this song was so hard to depict. This is for Deathbed by Relient K. Now, if you've heard this song, it is an epic song. It is just such a journey to listen to. It's so dynamic. It is so beautifully written. Again, I've seen this one performed live, and I love it so much. So this kind of depicts all of the different elements of the song, and you know, just trying to incorporate as many different pieces from the verses as I could. And then obviously like the ending tagline, I can't believe this is the end. The next song is Stars by Switchfoot. Now I actually have another piece that this was kind of a concept sketch for that I did. I will show you a clip of it in just a second, but this piece is kind of just a concept sketch for that other ink piece that I did. And honestly, I'd really love to go back and paint this again, because while I really like this concept of like the silhouetted trees against the night sky with the stars, I don't think that either time I drew it, I really executed it well. So I'd kind of like to go back and recreate this piece one more time. Turning Stones. Oh my gosh, so this piece did not at all come out the way that I wanted it to. At this point, I really overlayered the markers, unfortunately, so, you know, it doesn't look very good. The little red splotches here are supposed to be koi fish, and, you know, obviously the rest of it is supposed to be stones, but it didn't come out great. That being said, Turning Stones by Myles is a fantastic song. I highly recommend you check it out. So what I've written here is turning stones to see what I can find, to leave the past behind. So it's just a really beautiful song, and you know, I tried to depict it well, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So this one, you can tell how lazy I got by this point. So this is just, you know, a flat ink wash with stick figures. I mean, gosh, I call myself an artist. Can you believe it? This is depicting Pushing Back the Dark by Josh Wilson. This song is honestly my go-to song whenever I'm feeling sad or frustrated, or I just need a really uplifting song. This song is that song for me. So I highly recommend you check it out. Pushing Back the Dark by Josh Wilson. The next song is Those Nights by Skillet, another song that I've seen performed live and that I absolutely love. So this song was monumental to me when I was growing up, and it has stuck with me ever since. It is by far my favorite Skillet song, and I just really love it. I kind of liked the depiction here. I liked how like the wood planks came out. I thought that was really cool. The photograph here is only really, the person that's in this photo would know what the photo is of, but beyond that, it's really kind of just a personal photo for me. And it's depicting, you know, how that person helped me when I was growing up. So it's a really personal piece, but I really do like how it came out. And again, I really love the song. This next one I actually did in more of a landscape orientation. This song is These Things Take Time by Sanctus Real. This is my favorite Sanctus Real song. Unfortunately, the one time that I did get to see Sanctus Real, they didn't do this song, but I really, really, really love it. I got to meet them after the show, and it was just a great experience. And I really like how this illustration came out, although I don't know that it is, you know, the best set of eyes I've ever drawn, but I think it came out decently well. And I'm pretty sure that I drew these actually just from, you know, sketching. So if I had looked at a reference, they might have come out a little bit better. But regardless, I want to know why you gave me eyes when faith is how I see. This is by far my least favorite illustration in this book, even though there's one other one that kind of bugs me. This one is definitely the worst. This is for Butterflies and Hurricanes by Muse, another band that's phenomenal to see live. You guys, are you sensing a theme here? Because I sure am. But this song is a fantastic song, and this illustration does absolutely nothing to depict how good it is. So I highly encourage that you go listen to it, because Muse is a phenomenal band. If you ever get the chance to see them live, I don't care if you've listened to absolutely none of their songs, you should go see them live, because they put on the most phenomenal performance. Like, as a concert connoisseur, like, their production quality was just astounding. The next song here is from Making April. It is the song Roses and Butterflies. I actually, so I only know of this song because Making April is a band that was featured on the game Flash Revolution, which is essentially the game Dance Dance Revolution, but like played through your keyboard, so just like literally with your fingertips. It used to be a lot of fun. I love DDR, like the actual physical dancing version, but I also loved this game, and it introduced me to this band, so it was a great game all around. I love the band Making April. Their album Runaway World was really good, and this song is from that album. The next song is Your Call by Secondhand Serenade. It is my favorite Secondhand Serenade song, and I really love it. The acoustic version is very good. Again, I encourage you to go listen to it, but for this illustration, I just depicted a really old phone. I love the idea of like having a really old phone on display at my house someday. I just think that they're so cool to look at. Does anyone agree with me? This illustration. This is for the song Something to Remind You by Stained. I love this song. It's a great song, and yet for this piece, I decided to depict myself. And so I can't remember if I took like a selfie or if I just looked at myself in a mirror. And as you can see, as evidenced by like the disgusting parts below my eyes, it's not the best depiction of me, but you know, again, you win some and you lose some. It's, you know, obviously, the stories it will tell I can't erase. This is me. I can't erase who I am. I am who I am, and this is just the way that it is. So I really, again, love this song. It's hauntingly beautiful. I highly encourage that you go listen to it. Oh, and that wasn't eraser shaving. I'm sorry if that was bothering anyone. It was probably bothering somebody who was watching this. So there you have it. All right, we've reached the halfway point at this point, so the halfway point in this sketchbook is stitched very nicely. This is for the song The Dark of You by Breaking Benjamin. This song came out this year, I believe, in 2018, and it is a beautiful, again, haunting song, and it was kind of a fun illustration to do, so I looked up some, like, literal drawings of organs, and I tried to depict them here. And then I obviously tried to do fire, but my yellow marker at this point I think was kind of running out. So it didn't come out great, but it didn't come out bad. This one's probably my favorite. So Red by Taylor Swift. Again, have seen Taylor Swift live, although she didn't do this particular song. Her production quality also is phenomenal, if you're wondering. But Red is probably one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, and it was so much fun to draw a red Maserati. I love the look of Maseratis. They are so mean looking, and it's so cool. So this was so much fun to do, and trying to get like the red text to look mean. Great piece. Really loved this one. Still really like how it came out to this day. The next song. So State of My Head by Shinedown. This piece, again, is a concept piece for a larger piece that I did. I still have this piece hanging on my wall. I absolutely love it, and I'm so proud of it. This song is my go-to whenever I go to the gym, or whenever I'm angry about something. This song is the song that I put on to, like, calm me down, get me in the zone and just get me ready to like attack life with a new vigor. So I love this song. Again, highly recommend that you go and listen to it. But yeah, this piece was really a starting point for me to kind of figure out how to make a larger scale piece of this song. 26 by Paramore. So obviously in 2018 I was 26 years old. 26 was my song of the year. And clearly I didn't know how to depict the song. So instead I just did a lyric painting for this one. So survival will not be the hardest part. They say that dreaming is free and I wouldn't care what it costs me. So this song is somber and beautiful and I love it so much. I, again, highly encourage that you go listen to it, although my artwork is clearly not the best for it. This next piece. So, okay, it was so hard for me to figure out how to depict this song. So this song is Tell Me a Story by Philip Phillips. I love this song. It is a fantastic song, and I could not for the life of me figure out how I wanted to depict this song. So I ended up making a puzzle kind of landscape and then drawing into it to, you know, make it look like a real puzzle. And the lyric here is, live with what you are now and make the best of what's to come. So it's just a really encouraging song. Make the best of what you come. Wow. Make the best of what's to come is just a principle to live by, and, you know, strive to be your best self every day. Just, you know, a new day starts. It is a new, fresh day. You choose to make it the best day that it can be. So this song is a great one. If you didn't know, Philip Phillips actually has some really good music. His first 2 albums were really good, so I highly recommend that you go and check them out. He's probably not an artist that you hear very much about. The next song is Be Somebody by 1000 Foot Crutch. 1000 Foot Crutch. This song, I used to love listening to this song on the radio. It would always come on the radio when I was driving, and it was such a joy. It's like lyrically pretty fast paced, and it was a lot of fun to sing along to, so I really like it for that. And I absolutely love how the word shatter came out here. Like, I'm not really good at calligraphy particularly, modern calligraphy obviously, but I really like how that came out. And I tried to depict like a glass heart here. I don't know if that really comes through, but that was my intent. The next song is Cathedrals by 10th Avenue North, another band that I've seen multiple times. Really love them. Actually the first tour that I saw them on was their Cathedrals tour, so I really love, you know, their music. And this is obviously a depiction of a cathedral. I can't remember if this is a Sacré-Cœur or not, but it's a cathedral nonetheless. Surely you can tell. I did this actually while I was traveling at a Starbucks. I think I've got an old Instagram post actually of this piece with a coffee next to it. So yeah, let joy take temptation's place, truly. The next song is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Clearly I just chose to draw an iris. Iris plants are some of my favorite. I love purple flowers. I love the color purple. And the lyric here is, I just want you to know who I am, which is obviously a recurrent lyric throughout the song. The next song is I'm Not Dead Yet by Ledger. I love this song. I saw her perform it live last year, I think, and she is phenomenal live. So Ledger, if you don't know, Jen Ledger is the drummer for Skillet. She recently launched her side project called Ledger, and she is so great. So this is actually just like a fun little depiction of some boxing gloves, depicting that, you know, I'm not dead yet. I'm gonna fight for, you know, my values. I'm gonna fight for who I am, and it is a great song. This next piece is extremely special to me. I'm not going to go into why, but just know that this piece holds a special place in my heart, and it is for the song Let's Go by Jake DeZormo. This next song is for Colors by Crossfade. It's funny, so Colors by Crossfade is actually one of the first songs that Jake DeZormo and I listened to together after we realized that we knew some of the same bands because we met at a concert. So this is a really fun song. I love Crossfade. Their first 2 albums were so good, again, and the lyrics here just say, "These colors that you're shining surely aren't your best," which obviously are some of the lyrics. And again, this is a depiction pretty much of me. I don't think that I used any reference for this one though, but I can tell that it's me because of the way that I part my hair, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what sweater that is. I'm not terribly original when it comes to looking up references. I tend to prefer to reference myself than anyone else, which I know is a terrible habit because then I only know how to draw one face, but I don't know. I feel weird looking at references sometimes. The next song was super simple, Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd. So, Blue on Black. Clearly, the blue doesn't show up over the black, which is, you know, the entire point of the song. But it's a really great song if you haven't heard it. I don't recommend that you go and listen to any of the covers. Go listen to the Kenny Wayne Shepherd version. Or if you're going to listen to a cover, listen to the Smith and Myers version. Don't listen to the Five Finger Death Punch version. I hate that version with a passion. The next song here is The Devil's Bleeding Crown by Volbeat. One of my best friends actually introduced me to Volbeat, and I've been listening to them ever since. I really like them, and I don't think this is the best illustration, but alas, this is what I made in 2018 when I was depicting this song. So I'm not going to say much more about it, but I do really like Volbeat. The next song is Another Set of Wings by A Rocket to the Moon. A Rocket to the Moon really generally produces pretty, I don't want to say simplistic songs, but like easy to listen to songs, and this one really strikes me differently than the rest of their music. I really love it. It is sad and beautiful and just a great song in what was otherwise a pretty like low-key, simplistic album. This song really hits hard, so again, highly recommend that you listen to it. The next song is Fallen Leaves by Billy Talent. I have not yet seen this artist live, but I would like to. I really liked how the vulture came out. The texture of the feathers actually came out pretty good, if I say so myself. And I kind of like how the leaf looks. Just using that same blue marker to get the texture in the sky here. So yeah, I like this piece. And we've reached the end. The last piece here is for the song Hell Yeah by Rev Theory. It's a pretty simple song, and I was so excited to be done by this point, so I didn't go into it with any form of detail at all, but really just wanted to express the sentiment of being glad to be done. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. I hope that you enjoyed the sketchbook. Stay tuned for the end of the month when I will be posting my updated 2020 Songtober Sketchbook. I'm very much looking forward to it. Thus far, the pieces are looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So thank you all for that. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel down below. And please leave me a comment if you'd like to hear more, if you have any questions, or if you just want to be a great person. Thank you guys. Bye.